Hey y'all, Steph here from Southern Sky Tea and Garden. I am out in the garage, but it is because it's my garage grow station. So ever since we got our golden doodle cash, which you've seen in my videos if you follow my channel, if you don't, go check them out because he's adorable. I'm a biased dog mom. Yes, I am. So anyway, I used to start my seeds out in our morning room because it gets a lot of sun. It's kind of uh, east south facing, so it gets great morning sun exposure. However, I used to lay them on the ground and I had my grow lights on top of them and all that. And I could put shelving in there and have done it, but I didn't do it at the time because we didn't have a dog. And I just wanted, a little bit more aesthetically pleasing area, not to block the windows. So anyway, it kind of worked out because once we got cash, then I moved everything out to the garage, and we have a 2-car garage. I so wish we had a 3-car garage. I've said that before, but we don't. But our second car is too big to fit in the garage anyway. So I made use of the space with a work table and shelving that I got off of Amazon, and I now use this side of the garage along with tool storage, my garage grow station. So anyway, I'm going to flip around the camera and just share with you what I've been starting. I've been mentioning on a couple other videos that I was doing my seed starting. It's late March, and I've had several things going in here for several weeks. And I've also just started a few new things within the past week and even just started something today. So some random sunflowers again. But I will flip the camera around and share with you what I have growing. All right. So I will steady the camera a little bit so you could just take it all in. It's a lot. So anyway, I have kind of my seeds right now everywhere. I do have them organized, but I also will just gather packs out here. And because I was just going through so many things, just so many different seeds to see what I wanted to start, I dragged a lot of them out. And I also have my shelving in the back there with the silver grow lights I get off on Amazon. And the shelves are also off of Amazon. And when I go on that side, right over here I'm talking about, you'll see the shelves I'm talking about. They were very, very inexpensive on Amazon. And I also use like all sorts of things to start them for humidity right now because it was still very cool out here. We've had very random ranging weather out here. It's been getting hot, like as far as even just high as 80, 70s. It'll drop down to 60, and then we'll have like another like 30-degree night. It's crazy. And like a 40-degree day. So I'm very, very hesitant to put a lot of things outdoors yet because of the way the weather is. Very unpredictable, and our last frost isn't predicted to be until mid-April, like April 15th, tax day. But for me, it's seed, get it outdoors day. So anyway, so that's why I do have a lot in here, including flowers that are back here that I even bought just recently, like from Lowe's or like the big box store. I went in and bought some pollinators. But I'm also going to be starting some too. So like, for instance, down here, I want to be starting some zinnias. And like I've said before, I get seeds from everywhere. My favorite YouTuber, Callie Kim, is out in California, and I buy seeds from her online. Otherwise, I usually, and those are like these packs right here, and they come in different assortments that she sells. Highly recommend going to her website, Callie Kim Home and Garden. And you just have to just put her on YouTube and it'll come right up. Callie Kim, C-A-L-I, Kim, K-I-M. And her and her husband, camera guy, Jerry, are fabulous. And I've learned so much from them. I've been following them for many years. So anyway, just a little plug for that. She knows I'm a huge fan. And I follow them on YouTube. And so, like I said, I buy a lot of her seed packets. And then otherwise, I buy a lot of budget-friendly seeds, and I've always had fantastic germination from them, no matter really what I buy. I mean, these are just from like, you know, the Walmart budget section. You can find these in Dollar General, Dollar Tree, you know, where they're like 4 for $1. But I have all my zinnias that I had started even a couple of years ago. They were like started from these seeds and they grew like crazy. So you can check out my past videos of my zinnias. So anyway, I'll be starting some more flowers, including like some nasturtium. I usually do marigolds and sunflowers, of course. Those are like my mainstays, and they bring in the pollinators out here like crazy, and they always do really, really well, and maybe even some dahlias. So right here, again, I have sunflowers that we had harvested from one of our sunflowers, or several of our sunflowers that grew in the past season or so. We save as many as we can. We'll hang them up and dry them, and then pluck out the seeds and reseed. So I tend to actually even go to those before I plant ones from seed collections, and they do amazingly well. So I have a bunch going actually up here. They're getting a little leggy, so I'm gonna see what, you know, survives and what I could plant outside. I started them early, and then I was like, oh gosh, frost, and now they're getting really, really tall. So we'll see how those do. So I also started some more, and they are under here, and I basically just used little kebab sticks to hold up some saran wrap and create some humidity for them, because it's still been a little cool at night here, and things have been doing pretty well under different humidity domes. So I just started again some sunflowers there, and this little guy, we don't know what it is, but it is a survivor, and I've done various plantings of microgreens in there, so I should probably just glaze over this one, but I just thought I'd share it because I'm going to actually put some more things in there. Maybe even like maybe just some cilantro and grow it inside, so we'll see. But something there's popping up, and I don't know what it is. So back to here, we have some cut onions. These are grocery store onions, green onions that we just cut and start growing again. And I'll show you some that are really long. They only take a couple days. They're amazing. Like you can, it's almost like you can see them grow by the minutes. Crazy, but they'll end up going in the ground in a pot. And here I started some eggplant just this last week. And I have these items on a heat mat right now. I started some basil under here, and it's doing so good. I was just at the store, the big box store, and looking at the, you know, the basil transplants and all that. And I'm like, it's so easy to grow. I just still can't bring myself to buy like a $5 plant when I can grow it so easily. And I just have to be patient. Just wait like about a month, a couple weeks, and it'll be going outside. So it grows really fast. And in here, I have some collards going. I'll show you those. And I don't want to make the video too long, so I'll kind of move it along here. I got some summer squash going. I decided to start some squash seeds, even though it might be a little early, but my husband was like, you need to start some squash. And I've actually got a planter outside, a raised bed outside with like a white covering on it that I got from Aldi, that I'm going to stick some squash seeds in there, try to protect them from the squash bugs, and it'll get warmer during the day because it kind of has a greenhouse effect in there, and just experimenting, see how my squash seeds do. So I'm going to come around over here, and these are my whole array of tomato plants right now. And I moved them, of course, off of the heat mats, out of humidity, like this one right here. Several true leaves coming on. And they are ready to get potted into bigger plants. Pick what I'm going to save before they start getting a little curly on me, and plant those into individual cups. And I've got Roma tomatoes going, and cherry, the Gardener's Delight it's called, and beefsteak going, so our favorites. So I didn't do a ton of variety right now, but I have those started, and I have a lot of volunteers coming up in the yard. I'm sure I'm going to get more cherry tomatoes, the Sweetie 100s, and yellow pair that are going to volunteer themselves delightfully, because they have been planted every year, and I just get them from volunteers every year again. So here I just bought some flowers from Lowe's. I've got dianthus, which I didn't realize was a perennial. So I'm thinking I need to pot it and, you know, put it out in the yard and maybe bring it in the winter time, or see if I do put it in a planter, if I can cover it, like cut it back and cover it. It'd be wonderful if it would come back, you know, each year, since it is a perennial. We'll see how I do with that, and I'll keep you posted, of course, in videos. And of course I bought some petunias, and I love these with the little hearts, like right here. You see, like it's like a little heart shape. I love those. And these are just annuals, of course. I planted them last year in some hanging baskets out in the main garden, and they were so pretty. And so here you can see how tall these green onions have grown. Like, they started out here just like those, and how tall they've grown. So it's pretty amazing. And these are going to go in the ground. And I have actually kept some out there for like 2 seasons even. And then I go to pull them, and they're just a huge regular sized onion that's like delicious. So we get the greens and another giant onion out of it. I just have some celery stalks here that I went ahead and put in water, and they start sprouting again. That's kind of fun to do if any of you have ever tried that or didn't know about it. Onions and celery are like that. You can just put them in water and they'll start a second grow. And then I've also got some microgreens in here growing that I just added some more seeds. They didn't seem to do well. I think maybe they just, I don't know. I don't know if blame it on the seeds or blame it on my soil. So anyway, I just started some more, got those going. And then I've got various lettuce here growing that's been doing amazingly well. It just needs to get outside. So I think, I'm not sure which side my tags are on, but this is mostly romaine. This is Paris cause. I was gonna pull it up here, but I don't want to make you all dizzy. But yeah, it's just Paris cause lettuce, romaine basically. And then I've got some microgreens going in here, and I have some turnips growing under. Oh no, I'm sorry, not turnips. This is the ones I already showed you. I think these were the greens I have in here. Anyway, we showed those in the front, so I mean in the beginning of the video, so I won't go back to that. And then over here are the shelving I was talking to you about. So see, I set those up with the shelves and the lights, and you can see underneath here there's nothing here right now, but I just can clip them to the arms, and voila, I've got more growing space. So you can see here how these are hooked up, waiting for something to be put underneath them to grow. So over the seasons, I've had all this going, but I was a little slow this year. But I've got this at least going, and I've been trying to really focus on what we really like, such as like the sunflowers, squash, peppers. I have potatoes going, which I'll come back and show you. And so underneath here, let's go back to this. Oh, I have the red mushroom basket tomatoes. So I see those from several YouTubers, and I actually have seen Callie Kim, the other YouTuber I admire, grow tremendous, beautiful batches of these tomatoes. They get really big and large, and I ordered seeds like 2 seasons ago, and I didn't plant them, so hopefully we'll see if they can germinate for me and get something going. But I started them after I did the other tomatoes. I kind of forgot about them, so I was like, oh no, I wanted to grow those, so I started them. And then over in this container, I've got, some pepperoncinis going. My husband's like, I need pepperoncinis. So I just got these going this week, so nothing is germinated yet. But I don't doubt that, things will get started. And then here was all my peppers, and I've got it facing the other way, but we can turn it around here so I can show you what I've got going. And I had some that didn't really germinate, so then I started some more. And that's why I only have these under the humidity right here. Oh no, I just plucked up one. A little California Wonder fell out. Oh no. Oh, shoot. Let's see if I can get it back in there. We'll repair it later. See how resilient it is. Oh my. Okay, I shouldn't be fussing with stuff. Let it survive. But they are California Wonders in here that I started. And some other mixed colored bell peppers. And then I've got the jalapenos going and some jalapeno chili reds. So there you go. But yes, the jalapenos are happening for me. And then of course, again, here's a little more closer shot of the sunflowers going. But yeah, so they got a little leggy. I will see how they do if I can put them outside, maybe bury them a little bit deeper. We'll see, but I'm starting more. And we've also got several of them coming up outside because I just direct sowed them, and some had volunteered even. So they're going out there, and I've shared that on other videos that I posted. So I'm going to come back around here, go past all our stuff. Okay, so there you go, y'all. That's what's happening. And I'm going to be starting more things too. Like I said, I just came out and started another batch of sunflowers, and I'm going to focus on some flowers and also some other lettuce. I want to start some arugula and some endive. And what did I have here? Oh yeah, I had a compact basil. Whoops. I had a compact basil variety, Prospers. And I actually started some chervil too. It's, did I grow it in here or outside? I have to remember. But anyway, oh, it's in my little herb container outside. Okay, y'all, I will keep you posted, and hopefully you enjoyed this video of just what's happening out in my garage grow station. And I just hope y'all keep growing and enjoy your garden journey.